everyone. Hope you all went through the last video which I uploaded in which we talked about indicators. So in this video we will have a brief discussion about indicators and we will move ahead of the topic. So in the last video I told you all that indicators are basically dye substances which change their color in presence of acids and bases, and that's how they tell us that whether whatever solution we are having is an acid or a base. So indicators are basically of two types: natural indicators and artificial indicators. Natural indicators are those indicators which are extracted from plants or in maybe some cases that may be from some animals. So in natural indicators category we have litmus, turmeric, red cabbage extract, etc. So litmus is basically extracted from lichens. You all must have read about lichens in your biology section. So lichens are a primitive type of plants, or you can say a symbiotic association of algae and fungi. So litmus solution or litmus is extracted from lichens. Turmeric, you all are familiar with. Red cabbage extract, it is a variety of cabbage which is red in color and its extract is purple in color. So these are natural indicators which change their color in the presence of acids or bases. Next we have the category that is artificial indicators. Artificial indicators are those indicators which are made by man. That means they are synthesized in a lab chemically. So the examples of artificial indicators are phenolphthalein, methyl orange, etc. So now we will see, yesterday I also made a table to show you that how these indicators change their color in the presence of acid or in the presence of alkali. So here is the table. We have our indicators here and their color, original color here, and how they change their color in the presence of acid or in the presence of an alkali. So first we talk about litmus. It is naturally purple in color. When it is kept in an acid, it turns into red color, and in the presence of base, it turns into blue color. The other one is phenolphthalein. It is a colorless indicator. In the presence of acid, it is colorless. That means it remains colorless. But in the presence of a base, it turns into pink. Next indicator we have here is methyl orange. Sorry, I forgot the L. So next indicator we have is methyl orange. Its color is orange. As you may know by the name itself, its color is orange. But when you put acid in it, it turns into red color. And in the presence of an alkali, it changes into yellow. Turmeric is your natural indicator. It is generally yellow in color, but in the presence of acid it doesn't show any color change, but in the presence of an alkali it changes into red. You must have discovered it on curry stains. If you have ever spilled curry on your clothes and you have washed it with detergent, you must have observed that whenever you apply detergent to a curry stain, it changes into red color, but as soon as you wash off the detergent, the color of that stain again changes into yellow. So that is because the curry always have turmeric in it, and because of that turmeric stain, whenever you apply detergent to it, it changes into red, because that's how it works. It is a natural indicator and it turns red in the presence of an alkali. There are also some indicators which tell us about the presence of acids or bases by change in their characteristic smell. So those indicators which indicate the presence of acids or bases by change in their smell are known as olfactory indicators. So in biology you must have heard about olfactory receptors. Olfactory word is related to smell. So those indicators which show the presence of acids or bases by change in their smell are termed as olfactory indicators. And In olfactory indicators, the examples we have are onion and vanilla. Both of these have characteristic odor, the smell of odor, you all know. Vanilla, you all know. So vanilla and onion have a very strong odor, whereas vanilla has a very pleasant smell. So it is very sweet and pleasant. Often you must have had a taste of vanilla in ice creams or cakes. So onion and vanilla both lose their characteristic smell in the presence of an alkali or a base. If you put a base on vanilla extract, or if you put a base on chopped onions, they will lose their characteristic odor or characteristic smell. But in the presence of acid or in the presence of a neutral substance, there is no change in their smell. So that's how the olfactory indicators. Now our next topic is universal indicator. So what is a universal indicator? Universal indicator is basically a mixture of various indicators, and it tells about the presence of acids or bases along with their pH value. So it tells about the presence of acids and bases along with their pH value, which is actually the strength of acid or strength of a base or an alkali. So pH value is basically a unit which is used for measuring the strength of an acid or strength of a base. That means how strong or how weak an acid is, or how strong or how weak a base is. How will you know? You will know by its pH level or pH value. So what universal indicator does, that it will tell you that whether the given substance is an acid or not, and along with that it will also tell you that whether that acid is strong or weak by showing its pH value. So for different pH values it shows different colors. So you can find it in your NCERT book. There will be a shade card of universal indicators which will show you that different colors at different pH levels. There are different colors at different pH levels. So by the color itself you will be able to know whether a given substance is acidic, neutral or basic, and as well as what is the pH of the given substance. So you will see that universal indicator is very dark red at the pH when the pH is lowest or the solution is most acidic. If the solution is neutral, the universal indicator is of green color, and if the pH is very basic or at the most basic level, the color of the universal indicator will be blue. So next you can look at the universal indicator color changes in your NCERT book. So next we will move to pH levels. We just mentioned pH values here, so it is necessary for you to know about pH levels or pH values. What are they? So pH value are nothing but power of hydrogen. It is written as small p and capital H. This is the symbol of pH, and it stands for power of hydrogen. That means how much hydrogen ion is present in a solution. So pH is basically inversely proportional to hydrogen ion concentration. As you may all know from the previous lectures, that acidity of the acids or strength of an acid depends on the hydrogen ion concentration of the solution. So if you take an acid and there is a very high concentration of hydrogen ions in the solution, then that acid will be very strong, because what strong acids do is that they dissociate completely in their solution. So as a result of that complete dissociation, you will have a very large number of hydrogen ions in it, and because of that large number of hydrogen ions, that acid will be very strong. So pH level or pH value is inversely proportional to hydrogen ion concentration. So in case of an acid, you may easily understand what does that mean, because a very strong acid will have a very high hydrogen ion concentration. So because of that very high hydrogen ion concentration, the pH value of the strongest of acids will be very low, because it is inversely proportional to it. That means the more the hydrogen ion concentration, the lowest will be the pH. जितना ज़्यादा हाइड्रोजन आयन concentration होगा उतना ही pH वैल्यू घटती जाएगी उस केस में. So in case of bases, what happens in the case of bases? In case of bases, there is more hydroxide ion concentration and hydrogen ion concentration is very low. So hydrogen ion is present in all kind of solution, whether it's acidic or basic or neutral. So which type of solution can be known as acidic or basic? So hydrogen ion concentration or hydrogen ions are present in acids also and in basic solutions also, or alkali solutions also. But in alkali solutions, the concentration of hydrogen ion is very low. So as the hydrogen ion concentration is inversely proportional to pH, the lowest the hydrogen ion concentration, the higher will be the pH. So the stronger the alkali is, the higher will be the pH. So we will see it from another examples. So as you know that pH is measured on a scale of 0 to 14. The pH of any acidic or basidic solution is measured on a scale of 0 to 14, where 0 stands for most acidic and 14 stands for most basic. 7 stands for neutral. So if a solution is neutral, say water, its pH will be 7 on pH scale. So we will have a look on the pH scale itself. So pH scale, as you can see, stretches from 0 to 14. 0 is most acidic, 7 is neutral like water, and 14 is most basic. And here you can see that is increasing order of acidity. That means the lower the pH value, the higher will be the strength of the acid. That means an acid with a pH value of 6 will be a very weak acid. An acid with the pH value of 5 will be stronger than the acid with a pH value of 6. An acid with a pH value of 3 will be stronger than all three of these. Whereas an acid with a pH value of 1 will be very strong acid. Same goes for basicity. So this is the increasing order of basicity. That means the basicity increases in this direction. That means the solution having a pH value of 8 will be very weakly basic or will be very weak alkali solution. The solution having a pH value of 11 will be a stronger alkali, and the solution having a pH value of 14 will be most basic or most alkaline solution. So these are the increasing order of acidity and increasing order of basicity on a pH scale. We will have more discussion about pH values and pH scales. What is the importance of pH value and pH scale in our daily life, and there are many things which are affected by pH. Even our body works on a definite pH. So we will have a more wide discussion about the effect of pH levels in our body and in our environment. Okay everyone, so with this I just end this class. Hope you all understand it well. If you have any questions, you can drop those questions in the group. Thank you.